What's up, everybody? My name is Vincent. Welcome to Cryptolution, where we talk about everything under the moon, the crypto universe. Today is Monday, May 6th. Now, in today's video, we have to talk about if this is the end of runes. What are we experiencing in the charts? Why are we seeing the whole runes market go down? Well, I'm going to share with you my perspective of what's going on, but most importantly, what you need to realize when we see the market bleed like this. Is this a time to sell, or is this the time to buy? When there's blood in the water, when there's blood in the streets, when there's blood in the market, is this the time to actually buy? So keep in mind, whatever I'm going to share in this video is just my own personal opinion. I'm going to use a few examples in this video of different rune coins, how they're doing. Should you be buying? Should you be avoiding? Well, let's just go ahead and go right into the video. Let's not waste any time. So let's go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to like that button. Don't forget to join our Patreon page. And most importantly, please be careful with any of the scammers down in the comments below. I will never reach out via WhatsApp, Telegram, direct message, or email. So please be careful and invest safely. So guys and girls, let's get right into it. So over the past 7 days, we've seen many of the major top 10 rune coins go down roughly around 20 to even over 50%. How crazy is that? Anything can happen in the market. Runes have only been roughly around for 16 days. So right now we're kind of wondering, is this something that we're foreseeing to be the beginning of the end, or the beginning of something that's kind of brand new, something that could be a potential bull market in the short to immediate term? So as you're looking down here, you'll see that some of these coins are in the red, but some are in the green. But the most important thing is that I want to focus on is the actual overall market. So if we go to Dune Analytics, there is this tool to look at the status of how runes are trading against its brothers and sisters. What do I mean by that? How are runes, which are in the pink, trading against Ordinals, which are NFTs of Bitcoin, BRC20 tokens, which is kind of like runes, but a little bit harder to trade, and then Bitcoin itself. So far, even as of today, May 6th, we're seeing that the dominance of runes are doing the most transactions out of all the other ones. The reason is miners like to make money. Because the Bitcoin supply is cut in half, the miner rewards aren't that amazing. So a lot of these miners are going to make the most money off of Ordinals and runes. That's just kind of the straight point to it. Now, right now, runes are the most dominant figure in the miners making the most money. You could even see it over here, amount of transactions that are happening, that right now, runes are the only thing that are really capitalizing for the miners. And this is why I think runes are not going to die. Runes are here to stay, and I think what you're experiencing right now with runes is just very early on, its very first step. This is the very first step that runes has ever experienced in the overall market of runes. This has never happened. So with that said, you have to look for the best opportunities, because once there's a dip, there's usually a leg up. So whatever comes up comes down, whatever comes down goes back up. That's just kind of how the market works. But you have to buy the right type of runes. So the next 5 runes I'm going to share with you, some are very speculative, some are in the top 10, even the top 5, even the top 3. So I'm going to share with you some of these different assets. I just want to share as examples. These are not things that I advise in buying. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just here to entertain. So keep that in mind before I showcase these. So let's go and start with the very first one. Now, this is a crazy token. This is rune number 1 that was etched on top of runes. Now, because this is rune number 1, does not mean it's legitimate. It just means that, oh, they were lucky enough to score the number 1 spot. It has a market cap. What it says right here is around $2.4 billion, which is kind of crazy. Their token supply is roughly around 111 million, which is actually quite low for a supply. Usually they're in the billions, especially for meme coins, because that's what runes are. Right now, you can buy 4 of these rune number 1 tokens of Fihu around $87. You can even buy around $1,800 for around 83 of these. Now, the market cap is very high. Could this be a potential buy opportunity? Well, right now, how many pending buys is something that you need to pay attention to. How many people are trading this on a daily basis? You can always check the daily or the 30 daily. I like to check the daily volume. Right now, it's only done around 1.9 Bitcoin, which is roughly around 123,000 US dollars. The amount of holders, 22,000 holders roughly. Now, when you're looking at a supply of 22,000 holders against the supply of 111, you have to really see if there's too many whales accumulating these bags, considering that right now we're at a $2.4 billion market cap. That's quite a lot of whales in this game, but if there's a lot of whales, it could work in your favor because they can manipulate this price to even go higher. But then again, these whales could actually fall with the price as well, so you really have to kind of gauge your position there. The next token I want to talk about is something that's very speculative, very low market cap, and that is Mr. Yen, Japanese businessman. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. This isn't like the top 10 rune etched out there. This is rune number 11,494. So this isn't like something that's the prime rune out there, but for some reason, people love to talk about this specific rune because it's an amazing meme. People like talking about this meme all across crypto Twitter. But I want to keep in mind that the market cap is very, very low. It is $1 million US, equivalent to around 16 Bitcoin. Now the supply is 21 million, similar to the 21 million supply of Bitcoin. So it's a very low supply. But the most upside that you can get out of this is that this is super speculative. If this decides to moon, oh my gosh, a lot of these holders are going to make a lot of money. But this is just one of like hundreds of thousands of runes out there, so you have to be very careful. This could be like a pump and dump, but I just want to share this specific rune with you because what if you have a little bit of exposure? Maybe you only need $50 worth, which is around 1,000 tokens. Maybe that's better than nothing. So who knows? You can speculate all you want. Personally, for me, I'm not buying into this, but it is something that people have recommended on this channel quite a bit. Next up, what I want to talk about is Decentralized. This is rune number 2 that was etched on top of the rune ecosystem. 41 million. Now, I used to see this market cap roughly around 75 million US dollars. It's definitely dumped since then. So this is one of those coins where it's like, wow, you can get a lot for your buck if you buy the dip. You can buy 910,000 of these tokens for $1,700. So maybe that's all you need, or you can have a little bit of exposure for just $63 for 32,000 tokens. But regardless, this is a lower market cap compared to it was just a few days ago, from 70 to 41 million. That's how fast the space moves. As much as it dips down, things could pump right back up pretty soon. If you look at the amount of pending buys, 63 are pending right now as we speak. So that just goes to show you that this is in demand. People are buying the dip on this specific rune. Next up, I want to talk about is rune number 8, also known as the Rune Coin or R6. Now this one still has a very high market cap, 242 million US dollars. This actually hasn't dipped or even pumped too strongly. It's been kind of holding steady. Roughly around the 24-hour trading volume is around 10 Bitcoin, aka $682,000. You can buy 25,000 tokens for $287. So if you want to speculate, you can, or you can spend $38 for 3,360 tokens. This is rune number 8, so just keep that in mind. But this is one of the very few rune coins that are actually listed on some exchanges such as OKX that have compared this to USDT trading. So right now, I think RSIC has one of the strongest foundations out there, but this isn't the last coin I'm going to be talking about. The next one I want to talk about is Dog Go to the Moon. Now, we see this market cap quite fluctuating. Now, last time we covered this, and I swear to God, this actually happened just a few days ago, this actually had a 350 million to 320 million market cap. Has dropped over $100 million since then. How crazy is that? So right now, it's at a 218 million market cap. You can buy 889,000 tokens for $1,900. It used to be at around $3,000. So it's literally discounted by $1,000, a little bit more than that. Pending buys 13 as of right now. This is rune number 3. So this actually does have the potential upside against all the other tokens because it has the best narrative, the strongest community that I've ever seen in terms of runes. It still holds one of the top coins in terms of what people mention in meme culture. Right now, it's the second largest market cap. Right now, the first one is RSIC, aka Rune Coin. And to me, this actually has the potential because of the dog meme. If you look at all the top meme coins across all blockchains, you start to notice something that dogs tend to do the best. Dogecoin, Shiba Inu, Dog with Hat, Bonk. I mean, dogs are the top cryptocurrencies in terms of memes out there. So that's why I think dog could do really well. So keep this in mind. This is just my personal opinion. You're seeing the very first dip ever with the Rune ecosystem. So with that said, you're pretty experienced. Runes is not going anywhere. You just need to find the right ones that you have the most conviction in, so that no matter what, if the price goes down, you either will hold, accumulate, and not sell. And also, you have to have conviction with that community, because if you sell at a loss, then that means you lose. But if you don't sell, then you're still technically in the win until you reach your next leg up. So maybe this is a time to accumulate these runes. Now, some of the ones I've shown you are just things that we were just studying. They're not things I'm saying you need to buy in right now. You just need to look into the ones that you think you have the most conviction. So do your own research by following the Twitter pages of these specific coins. Go on crypto Twitter and see what people are talking about as their favorite runes. You'll start to kind of gauge which ones will have the strongest conviction to go back to the upside once we see more liquidity flowing into this. But regardless, you know that runes are here to stay. They have the most transaction volume compared to Bitcoin Ordinals, and even BRC20 tokens. So that's the information I want to share with you, and I hope this video has been educational for you as well. So let me know your thoughts down below, which rune coins you're buying on this dip, or if you're avoiding them altogether. It'll help other people understand the best position themselves within this ecosystem, and I cannot wait to read those comments. So as always, supporting the channel by smashing that like button, subscribing to the channel. Don't forget to join our Patreon page to receive all of our alpha calls and our buy and sell orders of both NFTs, cryptocurrencies, runes, and ordinals. Until then, see you guys and girls next time.